All right, I'm ready if you guys are.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep, ready. Just pull up my Google Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, you guys like this?
Yeah,
Really
that thing
It's good.
saves
I like
so
it.
much time. Sweet. I was not able to add my smart knife because it has too high a rarity.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It is just a standard smart knife, though.
That's all right.
It's like
really
a
matter that
unique item, but with the stats of geez, phone's going off. 1 second.
Operator, could you connect me to the general store?
PC Bryson here.
Classic bit. I think I filled out your stats. Yeah, you said you did not have any damage.
No, because I think I just broke. Where
I put your repairs down, right?
I think I did 2.
I feel like I have so many system points in 1.8.
Yeah, same. I got to add some stuff, which was nice.
Did you add some stuff?
I got the dummy plug. I never would have got the dummy plug.
Oh, that would have been maybe useful in the last fight.
Yeah, I picked it up now. It might. I don't know.
Yeah, I almost took that as well.
Okay.
I'm imagining that my comp con and my jacket, the child one is like the same one in the mech now.
There's a UPS guy.
Or
all right. So last session was recent enough that maybe you guys actually remember what happened, but sum up, you guys gathered in the surveillance booth to plan. There was a disagreement with Adi Fitzwallace of the Albatross over who remembers over what, but it resulted
Kinetic disagreement
in his death and the escape of his brother Gore, who swore bloody vengeance on the lot of you. And
sure.
The cliffhanger, the cliff we were left hanging on was Duke stomped back into the surveillance booth with Pizza Girlfriend, using his thermal lasers to lock themselves in, managing to fuse and wreck the metal. You know, it's not exactly a welding torch, but you get it messed up to the point where it's going to be hard to open, leaving Bradbury and Hotwire in the hallway with a dumb look on their faces. So, Duke, you turn from your handiwork to Pizza Girlfriend, and this cramped for a Mac room, sort of a workstation with cathedral ceilings for a human-sized individual. There's shards of blasted plastic hanging in the air, plumes of acrid smoke. Well, not the air. There's no air in almost every area of the station, but there's plumes of acrid smoke hanging between you and Pizza Girlfriend. A pink haze of blood beginning to settle on a number of surfaces, brass casings floating through the air. The inscrutable vacuum sealed helm of Pizza Girlfriend is looking at you, where she hangs with her arms and legs wrapped around the workstation's chair, preventing her from floating through the room in the microgravity that the station is in at the moment. What do you do?
I pop out of the mech, and I've got the dummy plug, so I leave the engine running, pop the storage compartment in the back, and get out my GMS ration kit, which contains all the ingredients: vermouth, gin, Campari, to make a Negroni.
Mm-hmm.
And I set about doing that at the. Is there like a table or something in the room?
There's desk space. Everything's floating.
Okay, yeah. So I kind of like shepherd the various ingredients over to a desk space, and I just say to Pizza Girlfriend, make yourself comfortable, and set about making this drink in 0G.
While this is happening, Bradbury and Hotwire, what are you guys doing? And and first, Duke, are you including them on your transmissions, or is it a tight beam to Pizza Girlfriend?
Yeah. They're in on it.
I think first thing Hotwire would do would.
You guys are out in the scarred hallway. The shattered mechanical final resting place of Adi Fitzwallace, flapping gently against the wall where he was smashed by Duke in his march to get at his brother.
Is that how he died? By getting smashed by Duke?
Yeah, I think Duke's Tetsubo delivered the final blow. That and the shock wreath finished him off. So there's the chest plate of his Nelson, whole thing covered in now scorched anti-flash white paint, is crushed inward. The anti-radiation foam, his reactor deployed when it was scrammed, billows slightly into the hallway as well.
Mechanically, is there anything that that can be done to another person's mech? Because Bradbury took a lot of heat last round.
A pulse rifle?
Well, not necessarily, but like
sure
even just to patch her up a little bit.
Rules are there. I know they've been adding stuff that allows you to spend your repairs on allied mechs. Like you can spend a certain number and repair a destroyed mech. But let me look it up.
I'm trying to find it right now.
Oh, by the way, on the way in here, I want to I'm repairing my mech.
Okay. Yeah. So if you guys want to spend your own repair points, that automatically happens, and you can repair to full HP. As far as structure, so during a rest, you can spend any number of repairs. One repair can. It looks like both refill hit points to maximum and repair destroyed weapon or system. Or maybe either. I think either makes more sense. But yeah, in 1.8, your destroyed pulse rifle isn't quite as dramatic as it seemed last session. So if you spend, if you spend 2 repair, you can refill your hit points and repair your pulse rifle.
Okay, so and then my structure damage, would that still be 2?
Yeah, I don't see any way that you can repair structure.
Okay.
I think
That
that's a
might be the
full
only thing
rest
that
thing,
carries
like
over. Yeah.
hours of downtime.
Right, and access to like an industrial printer.
What about sharing repairs?
Yeah, I only got 2 left.
I
'Cause
don't see
I've got
anything in the
all of mine, I think.
repair section about sharing
Yeah, I don't see it either.
repairs. I'll look up stabilized systems, actually. I think I saw something about sharing. I think you can end status effects on an adjacent ally with stabilize now, but I don't know if you can give them your repairs per se. Okay, no, you can't heal allies with your repairs.
Damn.
Okay, I'll probably just do it anyway because I'm basically useless without my pulse.
Yeah, totally. Did you get to
Pay for it.
add any more weapons or anything like that with your newfound system points?
I don't think I did. I did it right.
I don't have your thing up, but I think I just traded external ammo feed moved up to like a tier 3. So I think I just gave you like the roller grenades, regular grenades, like just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Because we both have more system points than I remember, and also all the expensive stuff I was buying, I can't. Neither of us can take anymore. So
okay.
Yeah,
I have something actually.
Yeah, the assault rifle.
What did you add, Tycho?
I added a personalization to mine. I think it may or may not have been there before, but this one specifically is just that I think because of Jesper's tendency to kind of steal stuff that she finds interesting or valuable or something like that, there would be all sorts of little crevices and hidey holes either in the cockpit or just like around the structure.
Are you telling me that your mech has cargo pants?
It sure does. Sure does. Strapped on.
Okay.
Yeah. Stylish and very utilitarian.
That's canon, listeners.
That's right.
Okay, back to Duke. Pizza girlfriend floats over and hangs in the air near where you're working. Seems to sort of have some anxious, closed-in body language.
So let's get back to the discussion we were having earlier. Now that there's no one else to interrupt us, you
guys okay in there? The door seems to be stuck.
Yeah, maybe your squad mates should join us. I hate to have to update them on. I hate to have you, give this talk and then have to give it right again. Seems kind of inconvenient for you.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh, good.
It's no trouble. Pizza girlfriend, I really regret what just happened with the Albatross guys. They're nice guys, and we don't like to just draw blood here in the Navy for no reason at all. But
wait, do I hear this?
Yeah, you guys hear everything.
Can I audibly snort?
Yeah, snorting is always audible.
Okay. Well,
you don't have to ask Duke's permission to snort.
Well, I just want to make sure, to be clear, that it is very loud.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I kind of wince my earpiece. God damn. I'll cut to the chase here, Pizza Girlfriend. I want 3 things from you, and I'm prepared to offer you something that I think is pretty generous in exchange. I want you to explain why every time I run into you, people are trying to kill me so they can talk to you. I want you to lay out a plan for putting this station back under our control. And I want to walk out of here with the NHP casket. In exchange, we're going to get you a ship off this station, and we'll give you a couple days head start before we call in our Union evac. that sound like we can make a deal?
Pizza girlfriend's playing with a dog toy in the background.
She's anxiously fiddling with this the squeaky bone that you hadn't noticed before. She has a pause and she says, "Well, first off, the casket's not in the room, so you can't literally walk out of here with it, but you look, I have a plan to the station. I have a plan that can, if we follow it, we can beat this thing. It's NHP, and we can, put it out of its misery. And after that, did you hear what that thing said earlier? Not like said, but said.
What is putting it out of its misery entail? Do we have to destroy the system?
Well, that's one way, but if we power it down, that would be a good start.
But it's still recoverable, right? We can power it back up at some other point.
That seems... Yes, you can.
The Navy's very interested in the NHP on this station, and I happen to think that that's why we're here, although we weren't really given clear instruction on exactly what we're supposed to be looking for up here. So we're off to a good start then. I think we can agree on a plan of action, but there's just one other thing. I'd really, for my own curiosity, like to know why anyone would want to imprison you and how you're, knocking around the station, know your way around here, and are able to sort of spin up mech frames on a hostile Harrison Armory facility.
Harrison, the Armory likes to imprison people, right? I mean, you guys didn't seem like you got along with them, so sort of...
Well, that's true. All the more reason for you to share with us exactly the circumstances of your imprisonment. We're no friends of Harrison. We don't want to put you back in chains here. We just want to understand what's going on.
First, there's something I need to get clear for myself, and that's during the fight earlier, not the fight where between you guys and the Albatross, when Hotwire and I were securing this surveillance station. Did you hear anything unusual?
I heard it. I heard that.
I'm talking to Duke right now, Hotwire. I know you heard it.
Sorry.
No, I didn't hear anything. The station was rambling, saying it found something or didn't find something.
Are you trying to lie to her? She's talking about the thing in bold. Remember that? It was I guess it was from before Christmas.
It would have been the like
we all got a
when we were
text
killing the
message, right?
server.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I saw that. I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay.
Well, what's so important about that?
It wasn't like a text message that came up. It was a text message in the Roll20 UI, but it was sort of, it was like that voice that talked to you once you touched the artifact in Duke's experience.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I heard that, I guess, but I mean, it's, just the station just throwing off more weird behavior. All the more reason we need to shut it down.
Okay. All right, then. Well, why didn't you just say so? And she visibly relaxes and says, "Yeah, sure. I'm happy to help you with. I don't know what's the situation is after the last 50 years, but I'd be happy to help you with whatever your mission is here on this station, whatever cover you're operating under. Count me in, and hey, count me in for some of that whatever you're whipping up there too. God, I guess I haven't had a drink in 50 years.
Yeah. Of course, it's for both of us. There's more than enough.
And you mix together a Capri Sun pouch of Negroni, and she extends a proboscis like straw from her mask and punctures it and begins drinking enthusiastically.
Well, I'm glad we worked that out.
And
Seems legit.
Sorry we had to kill all those people.
Oh, they're just albatross. Who cares?
Yeah, true. So, I mean, I didn't really get any answers. I don't know, like, what you think Duke would just be kind of like, just sort of bought off by the. I mean, like, I could like threaten to like kill her or something. Like I've got the big robot here.
Sure, you
Prove
could.
it.
I mean,
You can also kill those.
no, I'm
innocent
not. I'm not
albatross.
saying that this. This is not the DM telling you indirectly that this scene is over. I mean, feel free to do whatever you think Duke would do in this situation. But it's apparent that she seems to have relaxed and be a lot more cooperative since you told her that you heard whatever thing it is you heard calling you a murderer during the last fight.
I don't know what to make of that, or like
Second to last fight.
like
I mean, to
it
say.
like character. It would mean nothing to Duke, and like to me, I have a hard time parsing like why that's relieving her. But
A mystery.
okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say like So I'm glad that's bringing you some comfort, but you really haven't answered any of my questions. And
Sure, sorry. What's
like,
your what do you want to know? I don't know everything that's happening around these parts, but I obviously have been here longer than you have, and
how are you able to print a frame on the station? And how are you able to print a frame on the station? I thought we destroyed your frame on Gloria's World. Where were you able to get more arms?
when I entered I ran from you guys. I was a little disoriented, and I certainly didn't know where you guys had been sent from. I just ran into the Metafold vault, which is what I had been doing 50 years ago when the armory caught me and put me in that stasis field. And I was there for I don't know, a day or two, trying to get my bearings, and then the exit node on the Chichivach, that's the ship we took here, lit up, and I got out there and found that it was at the center of this station, and that we were in orbit around a whole different planet. And I actually didn't print this one. It's was actually another copy I had when we had just come to this system.
Oh, okay. So it was all just a big misunderstanding. My apologies.
Well, I mean, pretty big misunderstanding. Harrison jumped us, took over our whole outpost, and then had been doing God knows what to me for 5 decades. But it would be great if you could fill me in on some of what's going on in the system. I gather that the unions here and the Albatross, I'm assuming Harrison Armory doesn't have a hold on the system anymore if the Union Navy's deploying here.
Well, I really didn't read the briefs especially carefully, but I'm given to understand there's some sort of colonial suppression exercise that we've somehow become attached to. Yes, this is an HA world, and we were called in as muscle to help them put down a rebellion, but the exact nature of it or history of the planet, I'm not really read up either.
Well, I guess it all
But rest assured,
in our favor.
the Fighting 51st has restored civil order to the system and destroyed the last remnants of the Gramus rebels. And it must only be a matter of weeks until full law and order are restored to the system.
That's a real relief. Well, you're really in deep cover, huh? Were you recruited in situ, or did you join up after you joined up, if you know what I mean?
For reasons we don't need to explore at this juncture, my squadron became attached to Signals Intelligence Unit, and in the preceding weeks, we were deployed to this station.
Sure. You got to compartmentalize. I get that. Okay. Well,
I'll lay my cards on the table here, Pizza Girlfriend. We were supposed to find some kind of secret Harrison Armory technology, but nobody told us what it is that we're looking for. And I kind of thought you had some kind of computer chip in your head, but it sounds like you sort of just stumbled into this place like we did. So I'm still not sure what it is that we're looking for.
Hey, listen, the stumbling's over. All right, I know how we can get to the chocolatey center of this station. All right, you gotta trust me. I haven't been idle in these past few days. I've been here.
But what's at the center? Like, what would anyone want with this place? It's just it's like a cargo port. I mean, I don't understand why Union Intelligence would send us out here just to cycle an NHP. It seems kind of pedestrian, honestly.
See, that's why it was the perfect. I'm guessing why it was the perfect cover for Harrison to operate their research out of here. I mean, you could ship in any kind of equipment you need, and what better place to hide shipments than in a shipping center? All the operations was going on at there's a hollow about a mile in diameter at the center of this thing. That's where they've got our the ship we came in on. They've got some of our technology there, and they were, from what I could tell, they were looking at it, trying to learn stuff from it. I mean, we've got tech that's miles ahead of the Big Five. Could
oh, okay, cool. Well,
crack our codes. They could, there'd be a game changer for them. These corporate types aren't always looking for a leg up.
Well, I think that's why we're here too. They're supposed to steal some of that stuff from you guys. Steal it again.
Right. Yeah. Obviously,
I don't suppose you guys mind if a little bit went missing from the big hall here when this is all over.
Yeah, no, I get it. Look, you are much more up on current events than I am, so I'm happy to follow your lead.
Wonderful. Yeah, we just need to bring something shiny back for the bosses. This kind of spooky egghead crap, I'm really not cut out for it. But
Give the
what I'm getting.
a ball of yarn to play with. I get it. I'm hip.
Out of
All
the
right.
room.
Well, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship, Pizza Girlfriend, and I'm glad we got to share a drink here.
I couldn't agree more, and that goes double for the drink. So, shall we get down to brass tacks?
Indeed.
All right. So she pushes off from the desk and resumes her position at the keyboards of the surveillance workstation, and brings up a few images on screen. She says, "All right, I believe the main intelligence of this hangdog clone is still at the ship in the center of the of this station, and in order to resolve this whole can of worms, we're going to have to get at it in some way. And well, why don't I lay out what I know, and we can all come to an agreement on where to go from there. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me, squad. Feel good about that?
Yeah.
Out of the room, we just sort of stirred up stuff with the albatross. Are we hearing any sounds like anybody might be like returning to like deal with this?
So there's no actual sounds, of course, because it's a vacuum, and there's about like
hostile movement maybe on radar. I guess we don't have radar either.
Of corridor away from this room. There are no. It turns at the end of that 100 yards, and before that, there are no other hallways or doors coming off it, and it's all completely quiet. But about that time, the rumbling you had heard earlier coming from the station's mass drivers stops.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Pizza Girlfriend, I just thought of something.
What's that?
Is there a way to get a message off station? Maybe we'd want to warn civil authorities on the planet that there's a bunch of explosives inbound.
Well, there's the system-wide traffic control array at the north pole of the station. Not sure if that's anyway. There's a system-wide traffic control array at the north pole of the station. That would certainly be powerful enough to get a message to the glorious world, I guess. Oh yeah, what was that? What is that? Is somebody like touching their mic?
It might be me.
It looks like it's you. We thought it was us because we're eating soup. But
I was like slurping it.
That's not
But
soup
we're not
noises,
eating-
though.
We're not eating soup now. I mean, we are, but it's not taking my volume's pretty high, low sensitivity.
Not dipping your microphone into it.
Lick it off the mic. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, let's use that then.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I've been talking the whole time. Like, what do you guys think? Like,
Yeah.
is this worth it to try to send a message, or we should just go for the throat, like shut the thing off and get out of here?
Bradbury, you also had that. You received a transmission from Morgenstern to that chip he gave you, but you weren't able to respond because your mech's radio isn't strong enough.
That's you.
library.
Remember
Yeah.
the USB?
Oh yeah.
There's
And you
so,
Sorry.
much trouble.
you also got a transmission from Big Red, I believe, the Harrison Armory operative who was attempting to blackmail you.
Oh yeah. There. But what did the other transmission say?
Geez, it's been
Okay,
so
well.
long, I can't remember, and I'm using a different
It was
notebook now.
Like when
It
your
was
mom
something
texts you after you've been driving, like, call us when you get in.
Yeah, basically.
Thanks, Mom.
It was something to that effect, like let us know when you get there what the situation is.
Mm.
Oh really? Oh, okay. Well then, you didn't hear that, right?
Yeah, I don't think I heard it.
Okay, then
Only would have heard it if
okay.
you told them, because you have the
I said-
chip.
I can't remember
that
if I told you or
tells
not.
We had a little thing where Emily was like, or Bradbury's like, oh, I decoded it. It's a basic military signal, and I'm just like ignoring which I'm like, whatever.
Based on that, I'm gonna say we should go try and send a message out to the North. You said it was at the North Pole or something. We should go up there and try and send a message.
Okay. Pizza Girlfriend says, okay, I guess. I mean, I don't like civilian casualties as much as the next girl, but we got to seriously think about, how much time we're going to spend on what priority thing. I mean, like I said, you guys know what's going on more than I do, but
Squadron, forgive me if I'm a little short-sighted here, but it's if I'm not much mistaken, we have an entire asteroid which the inhabitants of which are hostile to us and seem to be working on something that we need to address immediately. And now the Albatross members who have landed and are holding station here seem to also be hostile to us now. Do you think
Thanks, Duke.
it doesn't it might be very valuable to reach out to anyone on the surrounding ground to let them know of our situation, but realistically we're completely outnumbered and completely surrounded by everything that's trying to kill us. So I'm honestly, I'm loving that we're all becoming friends here, but realistically, we are in a tiny corridor and we don't have a plan at all. But that could just be me.
That's a good point. We also, I forgot that we nuked pretty much everybody on Gloria's World a couple weeks ago.
it was just that one city. But yes, the major metropolitan center.
Not sure how much damage there is left to do at this point, frankly.
Besides all the Union and Harrison Armory military installations, sure.
Maybe I mean, I'd like very much if that we all be on the same side here, but honestly, it doesn't seem like we have a lot of time to hash out all our differences at the moment. We may need to work together here in order to survive at all. My accent is really degrading.
I agree, Podwire.
Let's go.
Unless you want to open the door, we could all just hide in there. That's.
Oh yeah. I'll just like kick the door out. Whatever I have to do.
Yeah. It's no problem. So Hotwire, what exactly are you suggesting? Says Pizza Girlfriend.
Well, honestly, I'm not suggesting much of anything, but you seemed to, when we were talking, it seemed like you, even if you'd only come here by accident, it seemed like you were here with a purpose. You knew what you were doing and had some insight into this.
Yeah, I was running away from you guys.
Oh. Well. Shit.
I do have a few ideas vis-a-vis this station, if you'll indulge me.
Because it doesn't seem like we have a lot of options at the moment.
Lead on.
Like that.
Before she lays out her plan, I'm going to go to the bathroom and grab a drink. You guys
I'm gonna grab some more soup.
want to bev up? A nice
You
cold
wanna-
glass of soup.
I'm still working on it.
Refreshing soup.
Yeah, well, it's cold. I don't know if you're getting hungry.
I'll offer
I
you some
think our
soup.
laundry's done. Did you guys get any snow today?
Yeah. Got
We did not. We did.
like 2 inches, but the whole city shut down. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Everybody souped up?
Mm-hmm.
Super souped.
Great. So Pizza Girl brings up some schematics and diagrams on the screen. She says, "All right, I see. So we've got to access the core of this station somehow in order to disable the Hangdog Prime at the center of the station. That's the pilot NHP of the ship that brought us to this system. The elevator that reaches the cavity in the center. Unfortunately, I destroyed it in my initial escape when Hangdog Prime showed its hand and turned against me. I thought that would contain him. It certainly seems to have been intended to do so by the armory. But soon after that, the drones and systems on the station started turning hostile and performing these strange actions, wiring up NHP caskets of Hangdog clones to different systems. So clearly, despite the miles of rock, and it looks like they actually built a Faraday cage surrounding the whole central chamber to prevent any kind of signals from getting through. Well, its voice is getting out somehow. So we're gonna have to get in there and do something to end this thing, or else this'll its hold on the station will never be broken.
The hangdog is that the voice that we were hearing earlier?
I don't know if that's Hangdog Prime. It could have just been the local node, in a state of near cascade subjectivity, ego death as we were roasting it, sort of accessing that plane and being able to transmit at that level. But I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it matters.
So I have this straight out of character.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. Hangdog Prime is the NHP at the center of the station, but when she's talking to Hangdog, also her mech is called Hangdog.
Mm-hmm.
She just
But then
found
also
that
their
mech
ship has a
generated by
Hangdog NHP.
She told you that the Hangdog Prime was the pilot NHP of the ship that brought her to this system.
And that's
Oh,
the same thing as what's now controlling the station.
Yes.
okay.
Or do I have to ask her that?
that much is clear to you from
Okay.
from a close listen to what she was saying.
Cool.
Yeah.
When you were first arrived here, Pizza Girlfriend, did you this station was completely inert, or was it just on sort of automatic control at that point?
Yeah, it was dead. I of course entered real space in the receiving platform on our ship, but that was on the ship itself was on standby power. I had to warm it up. Well, I warmed it up just to see what was going on, and in the process, I'm afraid I brought Hangdog Prime back into contact with the local systems. I think Harrison Armory had kept him awake but isolated for, I guess, the entire time I had been in stasis, and he was just in Cascade. You're supposed to cycle an NHP every 3 months. An Orochi class like Hangdog is supposed to be every 2 months and 2 weeks. So he's been
likely mad at
out of
this
it
point
for a long time.
Well, he might be crazy like a fox. Back on Gloria's World, our colonel was saying that in the early phases of the siege, the Grammys were giving us a real run for our money, and it looks like they were getting their orders from this station or a copy of Hangdog. So it might have been cascading, but it was doing something right.
That must have been that cable that was running into the Metafold Vault portal. Looked like that old guy was hooked up to it.
Yeah.
And like from what little he managed to say to us before he was and I like sort of glance at Bradbury for a second, interrupted. He seemed to be talking to something on the other side.
Angels, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a crazy human interpretation of a crazy NHP to me.
Sounds
Gets
about right.
religious real quick.
What's you said a couple times? Vault, Metafold Vault. That's how you teleported here?
Yeah.
But,
any other way
That's
to
a
teleport?
pretty shiny piece of tech. Is that right? Let you teleport around, let you talk to computers and whatnot?
didn't we did that ourselves, didn't we? Oh, sorry. Nothing.
Roll
After the
charm,
pyramid.
I think. Is that still a thing? Oh shit! Yeah, we've got to have all these new skills now. Roll something like charm.
Find a charm. Oh, charm is definitely one of them.
Looking up the list right now.
Roll applying fists to face.
Yeah.
Best name skill.
A charm to face.
Charm is there.
Are you looking for the description, Tom?
Yeah, I am.
I pulled it up if you want.
What does it say?
It says, to charm, you need a receptive audience or some kind of promise of leverage. You can use it when trying to smooth talk your way past guards, get someone on your side, sway a potential benefactor, talk someone down, perform diplomacy, or blatantly lie. You can also impersonate someone. It won't work on people that aren't receptive or that you don't have leverage over. Promises don't have to be true, but have to hold weight with your target.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Roll that with I can't find it either.
It's on page. Yeah, I should have just told you the page. Sorry, it's on page 50.
Way further than where I was. Oh. Cool.
Is this 1.75 or 1.8?
I think it's 1.8.
That is.
I mean, it says 1.8. Page 49.
It's on
It's
it's on
page 50.
49 in my book.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. I was.
Yeah, I think
Into the DM.
that's sort of the roll that with one difficulty.
Damn, bad result.
She says, I
Wait, do you not
I
have anything in
teleported
charm?
here using my metaphor vault.
I have a +2.
Is that 2d6? 2.
It's a little
No, it's plus. It's a flat bonus, and then with difficulties, a 1d6.
Oh, that sucks.
it's a little machine I have in my pocket here, and she fishes into one of the pockets on her spacesuit and flashes a small electronic device and puts it back in to the pocket. Says, I can use this to teleport.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, I guess you get to keep that one. We'll have to nick something else.
Thanks.
Wait, are we in the room with her, Bradbury and I? Or are we still outside?
Yeah. I thought Duke kicked down the
Kicked in the
door.
door.
I assumed you guys walked in or floated in, because I have to remind everybody it's in space every few seconds.
I like to imagine that he didn't need to kick down the door. Like, he could just, simply opened it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, didn't you, solder it closed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if, melting a door makes it work better as a door, though.
Generally, doors...
But yes, I did kick it open once I felt like I had gotten all the information I'd come to an agreement.
Makes it a better wall, but a worse door. I would
Right.
say. Oh, it's you tell me if you guys are in the room.
I mean, we said you can't get your mechs in there anyway, so
Yeah, that's definitely
Right.
true.
you're both crowding near the door, perpetually bumping your head on the overhang, I'm trying to get in.
Just peeking in. That's it.
with each other.
And Manipulator's hands are sort of curling around the door jamb, jockeying for space for your primary sensor clusters.
Oh.
Can't see, Hotwire. Blocking my forward.
Hey, Hotwire, don't try to steal that little teleporter thing off her, right?
Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
I missed mine.
steal my teleporter.
And can I lean over to Pizza Girlfriend and kind of whisper off mic, she's from the colonies.
Was that?
Interesting space concept. Somebody suggested you could kind of physically touch your faceplates together, and then the vibration would carry across without radio.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, it sounds like you're kissing her.
Yeah, it's like you're giving her a big smooch.
Helm to helm.
I object. I would not do that. Duke would not do that.
Helm on
That's
helm action.
Oh.
Arm's length distance with these Marxist ne'er-do-wells.
Of course. These peasants. The object, she show, well, the reason why I asked, did she show us the object that she has, that teleporter thing?
She sort of briefly flashed it.
Does it look at all
were you in the room,
familiar to the
Hotwire?
I think at the if the door has been opened, at least we're I don't think I got out of my mech.
Okay. Why don't you roll tech with one difficulty?
Okay. What would the equivalent be now?
Oh, fuck. Forgot again.
What about like read a situation, invent or create or hack, fix, wreck something?
I guess fix, wreck, or hack.
I'm gonna wreck it with one difficulty. You said.
Because
Boss, I'm gonna wreck it.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Classic Doug Hamachi line there.
Okay.
15.
Um.
I'm an expert wrecker.
So the device you saw is obviously a GPR, a ground penetrating radar device. It's sort of like a futuristic stud finder that can create a 3D model of stuff under the surface of a housing or whatever. It's a common tool in the modern day engineers toolbox. This one seems to have had some modifications done to it, but it's clearly not any kind of teleportation device.
Man, teleport in your pocket. What are these guys going to come up with next, eh, Hotwire?
You make that yourself.
Yeah, it's great. Hey, I think it's a really good idea if we go to the Hotwire. I'm sorry. It's I think you were really onto something when you said we should go to the traffic control array. There's people in Gloria's world, and really, what's our mission about if not? It's really all about people, right? I think we should go there.
No, our mission is to steal technology.
Well,
let's do that.
We're really reclaiming it, right? I mean, we're not stealing it, so with plenty more where that came from, right? I mean, it's 50 years old anyway.
She knows what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about.
Do you have any more that Negroni?
I'm all out, actually.
Okay, I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, time's a wasting.
Let's get out of here. This little corner is making me really nervous.
You guys didn't happen to see my Mac, my frame while you were heading in here, did you? Big sort of barrel-chested fellow with a red paint job, a lot of guns.
Did we?
We didn't see it.
You didn't? No.
Sorry, no, there's nothing out here. There's not really a lot of room to do much of anything out here, honestly.
I'm really sorry to hear that, because I would have loved to give you guys some fire support. Whew, okay. What's the plan? What are we doing? Where are we going?
We have a means of getting to the array. Do we know how we might get there?
Well, wait, but Hotwire, I thought you were saying we should focus on shutting the station down.
Yeah,
I like Pizza Girlfriend, but I mean, we don't have to do what she says. She's with us. We're good.
Pizza Girlfriend, can you direct us to where your ship was crashed? That seems like the epicenter where this was happening. If we're going to shut down this this AI, I feel like we probably have to go to where it was first plugged in, right?
Sure. Yeah. It crashed.
It's been metabolized at this point.
Yeah, it's probably been metabolized, but we should get out there and see if we can get to it. Sure, I can take you out to where it crashed. Just follow
Didn't
me.
you say before you had a plan for shutting the station off? What was the plan? What were you going to do?
Well, I was going to have you. I thought we could sort of go to the printers of the station and print some kind of earth moving equipment, I guess, to get it into the central chamber. Sounds kind of stupid when I say it out loud, doesn't it?
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is get out of this corridor. We have schematics, I assume, of the chambers. Yes, you've been here for a little while. Do you know how to maybe get around a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, I can navigate. I can definitely navigate.
Well, I just don't want to be cornered down this hallway because it only has one way out, and we're at the other end of it. So,
No, definitely not.
As I say that, I'm like, so let's get a move on. I'm gonna keep a lookout, and I'm gonna move to the end, towards the end of the hallway, just so that if something comes down it, it will hit me first, rather than like cornering us down in front of each other.
Pizza girlfriend follows you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm rolling out.
Yeah.
Did she dismount her mech in this hallway? Because I remember her having it before we got into that room.
When
Or
you
was it
guys
behind
went,
that?
She had a size 2 mech, so she had to dismount it earlier because the hallway narrowed.
Right. Okay. So heading back towards that larger area before the pathway got so narrow to sort of get to the.
this is what we in the biz call a size 1 hallway.
A schedule 1, pattern 1.
That's a size 1 hallway, folks. You're not getting a size 2 thing in it.
Classic S1 hallway.
Right there in the name. Don't even think about it. Okay, so you guys head out, and Pizza Girlfriend is giving you hotwire directions. So I'm confused. Did you guys at the end decide to head towards the station's printers?
I thought we were going to make whatever I assume the printers is the quickest way to get towards the where Pizza Girlfriend thinks that the hangdog system is being housed, or the prime.
That is what you said.
Yeah. So then
Okay.
I guess we're headed to the printers.
All right,
cautiously.
cool. Sure, cautiously. Okay.
With caution.
So she's leading you through these twisting corridors. So eventually you come to this vast open space, and on the walls are these spidery twisted metal frames reaching out to the center of the to the void of this room, and it's actually open at the top. Pizza Girlfriend calls all of you to a halt and says, it seems like this place might be a good place for an ambush.
entire station feels like it's going to be a good place for an ambush at this point.
Sure, but this place specifically, we should talk about how we're gonna get across it.
Right. Does anybody
Okay. Paranoid much? Just an empty room.
Oh, you'll be going first then.
No. Let's talk about this. What's the plan here?
can I from still sort of in the portal to the room, can I deploy my personal drone to do like sort of hugging the edges of the room and sort of do a sweep?
Okay, I'll assume that you checked out a vacuum capable drone and not just something with rotors, and
Just throw it out and it just falls on the ground.
Space.
Perfect.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Should I make like like a tech thing, or what specifically should I roll?
So there's some stuff I can just sort of give you that's obvious. There, you get close to these spidery metal protrusions, and it seems like this was some sort of immense warehouse type structure, and these metal frames were meant to or shelves basically, or racks that have been torn away at the center. There are a number of hallways leading off of this room at varying heights around the perimeter. There are these sort of minecart-like tracks leading away into the darkness of these tunnels leading off of it. Roll notice. Right, or notice or equivalent.
Read the situation.
There's both bot and read a
visual
situation.
thing.
Wait, which
Pilot. There's also investigate.
This is just for Hotwire.
Oh, sorry.
Spot.
18. For read a situation.
Okay. In the sharp shadows cast by the sun of Gloria's world, you do see there seems to be some kind of obstructions at the at the extreme end of what you can see in each of these tunnels.
Would the sort of what is it, like scaffold things that you mentioned that are sort of like gutted in the middle, do those seem like they might have been like housing for some kind of like maybe a mech?
They seem pretty flimsy to hold mechs even in very low gravity.
It seems like something was ripped out of them, or that the frame itself was just like torn apart at the middle.
It was like the frame itself was kind of ripped apart and removed. There isn't any hint of where it might have gone.
Well,
It looks like somebody got here before us. We better get looting.
Careful though. It seems like there's something down these tunnels. No reading on them yet, but it does seem like there's some kind of obstruction. Perhaps a cave-in or something. Or possibly something worse.
Are you sticking to the main chamber, or are you going to look down these tunnels.
Can I try to make my way through the room, but like trying to hug, say, like the right wall as much as possible? Does not to be right out in the middle.
Sure. It's a just a square, four-sided cube open at the top.
Just so that I'm not as like caught out in the open, and I guess of either side from where we came in, which tunnel, which side has a closest tunnel, or are they both on the far wall?
I guess there's probably 4 tunnels and one on each wall, not all on the same location on the wall.
And one of them the one that we came through?
No.
Oh.
We came through
and I guess
a hole on the floor, way on the floor.
Oh shit! So we're right in the middle. Okay. Then the western one, I will go and try to hit the wall, and then try to like peek around the side to see what's in there.
Into the tunnel. Okay. What is? Okay. Roll. Roll fix, hack, or rack.
Odd. Nope. That's a 5. They say
Sounds like
1
a bad
plus
roll.
4. Literally the lowest I could possibly have rolled.
Your considerable technical skills let you down.
Panicking.
The feed from your drone goes dark. You detect a burst of heat from that tunnel.
How's it looking, Hotwire?
It's really warm. That's just really warm.
See what I said? Completely harmless.
I don't see anything.
Which of these tunnels do we have to go through, Pizza Girlfriend, to get to the printer room?
She indicates
Printer bay.
The far one, the one on the opposite wall.
Which
Thank you.
wall's the warm wall that Hotwire's checking out?
He said he was sticking to the right.
Been very helpful.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Hey, Pizza Girlfriend, don't suppose you could use your pocket teleporter to just teleport us to the printer bay?
You know, it's out of charge. I need to recharge it. I can probably do that when I get to the printer bay.
Cool. We'll be set.
Yeah.
So, seems like we can just walk into that tunnel, right? I mean, nobody's attacking us. It seems like it seems warm in one of the tunnels, according to Hotwire. That's not so bad.
Is 10 spaces across in every direction. It's 10 by 10.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you're on. I think you're on point, Tycho. So if Hotwire has a plan here, I'm up for whatever it is.
All right then. The other side. So I step away from the wall and just walk straight across the room towards the opposite door. Since I have no reason to think that there was anything in that door besides something warm. I'm just gonna go for it.
So you're walking
straight across
into the open room.
Yep, to the doorway that Pete's girlfriend indicated.
Okay. Be a moment.
Oh man.
That's not good.
Oh no.
When it's safe.
Wow. Okay. You take 6 damage
3 million damage.
as laser emissions lance from each of the 4 tunnels.
Whoa.
3 of them framing the bulk of your mech, the final one connecting and drilling a short distance into your frame.
Oh, that's
Hey,
what that does.
We're in combat. What are you doing?
I'm gonna jump out of the way, as out of the path of where they've been striking from. As
Okay,
quickly
you're
as
going to
possible.
retreat.
Yeah.
You set up your tokens. Man, I don't even know where I left your tokens.
My token. Did you say this like storage container didn't have a roof on it? Like it's open to space?
Oh, it doesn't anymore, at any rate.
Oh.
Where's
Okay. Who's going to act next?
you gonna go?
Sure. So wait, so do we see anybody like shooting at us, or is it the room shooting at us?
Basically a laser beam was fired out of each of these 4 tunnels.
And
And
we have to go through one of the tunnels to exit the room.
no, there's a floor level doorway at the opposite side of the room.
So
That's where Pizza Girlfriend indicated you're supposed to leave.
So we're like on an upper level right now.
No, you're at floor level.
Okay. And that's 10 spaces away?
Uh-huh.
10 feet away?
That's 100 feet, I think.
Oh, right.
But like 10 spaces in terms of how far you can move in a turn.
Right.
Except for the hot scarring on the floor where Hotwire, she got like 30 feet before she was fired on, except for the impact markings. Their chamber is as quiet as when you first arrived, from where you can see in the from the floor where you guys entered.
Can I move to a place that's like not in the line of sight of any of the 4 laser beams?
Assuming they're coming from the tunnels, it kind of seems like there's no place in this room that certainly on the floor that isn't within line of sight of at least 2 of them.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it divides up the floor like a tic-tac-toe board. It's like they can shoot anywhere.
Seems
Or
to
they have
be.
a little. Okay.
The doors on either are the doors just these open holes, or do they seem to have like some kind of like hangar door attached to them?
Open.
I want to throw one of my flash grenades down on our group.
How do those work?
Flash grenade. And then I want to run for move and boost towards wherever it is I need to go to exit the room.
How do the flash grenades work?
Wait, what's that?
How do the flash grenades work? What do they do?
Oh, okay. The grenade. So I'm just throwing it like on our party right now, and it's a burst 2 area. We cannot trace line of sight outside of the burst 2 area, and we benefit from light cover.
Okay. So you're just throwing that down where, like, at the front, at the front of the tunnel?
Like the way I have this sketched out, we're standing like me, Bradbury, and Pizza Girlfriend are standing like in the center of the room.
Oh, you guys are still, you're all still in the tunnel because Hotwire went out, got shot at, and then retreated.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know. That doesn't really do anything for us then.
How important are these printers? Like, what if we just do the other?
Well, the other thing doesn't do anything. Like we need to get to the center of the planet. Pizza Girlfriend, what's going on here? Can we shoot at these things or hit them or something?
Yeah, sure. It looks. I mean, I don't think none of the Albatross I ran into are mounting energy weapons, so I bet this is just more drones.
An automated
wait a
defense system, it seems like.
Can we
Something like that.
Can we like if we jump up and float across the room? Is that outside of like the coverage of the lasers, or can they shoot up too?
The tunnels are at about the midpoint of each wall.
They probably can cover the whole space. Does anyone have any explosives?
All right, I'm gonna run out and try to tank it and throw the flash grenade, and then just tell everybody like to just make a break for the exit.
So tell me exactly what the sequence of actions you're taking is.
I am going to run, like to take my movement, and then I'm going to throw a flash grenade at my feet.
Okay, and that does what? It gives you guys cover. It gives an area cover.
In a burst to area around me, it gives light cover.
Okay.
And I am attempting to draw their fire onto me.
Okay. Big roll.
Ooh, God.
Okay, so that's one hit, one miss, and one hit. Okay, so lighting up the so it's actually like a burst of light. Is that how it works? Your wise?
It doesn't really say.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me look at the flavor.
Anyway, lancing through the burst of chaff comes two lasers that register as hits on your damage control board, and you take 12 damage.
Ah.
Ooh, Jesus.
Do you have armor, actually? Duke?
Any of us have armor, do we?
Say again?
Do you have armor?
No, I have no armor.
Okay, 12 damage.
Yeah.
How long does that burst last of cover?
It lasts until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. So, is this like combat? Like, can I use all my like a full action? Tom, you said this is combat, right?
Yes, it's combat.
Oh, combat, my old friend.
I think we got a little puppy friend around Cooper.
Yeah, a big puppy friend, I'm afraid.
Ooh.
Big puppy friend.
Kipper squeaky and perked up.
Can I? Is it possible to? Are we going in like a turn order at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Fine.
Because I have.
Oh crap!
What?
Did you spill soup on you?
No. Wait, can I also boost to move?
Sure. All you've done is taken your first normal movement and then thrown down this. I don't know what kind of action this is actually.
I think it's just a free use of the system. It doesn't say like a quick action or anything.
Okay, then I guess you still have your except for your movement, you have your whole turn ahead of you.
Yeah. Okay. I was a dummy. Okay. Yeah. Can I move again? I'm gonna boost.
Okay, so you've moved 5 so far.
No, my speed is only 4.
What is? That must be new.
That's what it says in the sheet. Wait, maybe not.
And me too.
Yeah.
Speed's 4. Oh, but agility gives me a speed, right? Or maybe not.
It says increases speed and evasion.
But it might not be 1-to-1 anymore. Yeah, no, it's every 2 points of agility gives you speed. So I'm at 4.
Okay.
So I want to boost for another 4.
Okay. So you are now 20 feet away from the exit, closing fast. And that's the end of your turn, unless you still have a quick action left, actually, unless you overcharge.
Nah, I don't have anything to do.
Okay. In that case, it is now Bradbury's turn.
Is there any can I shoot down the hallways at these lasers? Is that like something I can do?
You don't have a great angle, and if you're looking, so from inside the corridor that you guys, except for Duke, are in, you don't really have a good line of sight to these tunnels that are 50 feet above you and on different walls. I'm assuming you're a little ways back in the tunnel to get some cover.
I guess I'm just gonna. I'll also. No, I can't. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stick in this tunnel and stay back.
Okay. In that case, Hotwire, you're up again.
Since I was able to get out briefly to like inspect one of the walls sort of quietly, without jumping out into the open, can I like?
Hold on, that was with your drone, right?
I was just with the drone. Damn, you're right.
Not be as easy to go unnoticed in the mech. Quite a bit bigger.
Right. Okay. Can I? Fuck. How do we get out? We're still under the light cover, so I can't even aim at anything outside of the flash right now.
The flash didn't encompass the tunnel. It's, I guess, so you moved 4. It starts 10 feet in front of the tunnel, or one space.
And would there be a way for me to try and target one of the open portals by like sort of peeking out from underneath the flash?
So you're not in the area enclosed by the flash. You're in your corridor on the floor, like at floor level, but you could peek out of the mouth of the corridor. I'm saying corridor to distinguish the place that you guys, except for Duke, are in, and also the place on the opposite wall that Pizza Girlfriend said you need to go through.
Right.
As opposed to the tunnels, which are midway up each of the walls.
Right, so they're more than 100 feet away each then.
Well, one of them's about 100 feet away and 50 feet up. There's you saw one that's 50 feet directly above you and parallel to the corridor you're in, and then there's one on the right and left walls.
Okay, yeah, so I can't reach any of them. Okay, what I'm just gonna do then is just gonna get shot. Everything is so out of range. Can I? Green 0G.
Yeah. All right, Duke, you're up.
Wait, what did Highwire do?
I didn't do anything.
Nothing, but no ideas apparently. So I'm just trying to keep this, realistic, I guess.
I'm just gonna run the rest of the way, move the rest of the way to the other side.
Can you make it?
Yeah, I can already make it. Oh, but you guys are not going to be able to make it across if I make it across, right?
Go, and maybe you can get it. Because I'm not going to be able to go.
I will jump. So I'm 80 feet across the room. So if I jump up, moving, I can go up 20 feet. Is that right, Tom? Like jumping in 0G?
I think
I thought that was, I move like half or something in 0G.
I think
Have any kind of like boost system?
Movement, but then you're out of control, and next round you'll keep moving the same direction unless you like run into something.
All right, so what I'm trying to work out, so I have reactive weave, and I kind of want to if I take a hit with reactive weave, I guess that would not let me operate in 0G.
Does
Do
reactive
you have like an EVA system, like the propellant system?
Well, it's just the EVA, which we said only.
Yeah,
it just
that only
prevents me
allows
from
you
being
to-
impaired.
Right. It's not like propulsion. It's like claws and mag clamps that allow you to walk around normally in 0G, but you can't fly.
Well, can I like propel my boost up, like not boost, but like jump up in the direction of one of the lasers on the wall?
Sure, you can take your normal movement.
Yeah, okay, I do that. So
okay,
if I had 20 feet left,
right,
and they're 50 up, then I'm math distance away.
So we're gonna pull out the Pythagorean theorem. It'd be 20 squared plus 50 squared, the square root of that. So it's the square root of 2,900, which is like 5.
53 feet.
Close enough. It's close enough to 5. So you're right in the hanging in the air in front of it, or you're moving. But by the end of this round, you're basically like right in front of the mouth of the tunnel. There is a civilian 0G loader mech with a laser cannon crudely affixed to the frame, and a bunch of computer equipment welded to the inside of the pilot enclosure.
I want to throw my last flash grenade into that hole.
Okay. So that covers a
burst 2.
Burst 2, and that unit will have light cover when shooting at you, and if it shoots at anything that's in the your other flash grenade, it will get heavy cover. How long do those last?
Also, it can't shoot out anything outside of the burst 2 area. So if I'm outside of it, it can't hit me.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I think that. So it can only shoot you, basically.
Yeah, as long as I'm within 20 feet of it.
Okay. All right, then it will take its turn. And that's a miss. It tries to bring its weapon to bear at you as you're floating towards it at great speed. But you detonate your flash grenade and receive no damage control information. It must have missed you. Bradbury, you're up.
Can I I gotta stay back. I'm too hurt. I'm sorry.
It's not having that pulse rifle, and that's kind of long range engagement.
Is there? I thought you said they can't really see nothing.
Not from where you are
I'm afraid I'm gonna
currently,
step
but if
out and
you
get shot by a
advance,
ton of lasers.
you could probably lean around the edge of the cover and get light cover. At least from half of them. Let's see, actually. So the one directly across from you now can't shoot you at all, engage you at all because of the flash grenade. So you would have 3 of them could shoot at you, and 2 of them would have light cover, or you would have light cover from 2 of them, rather.
Okay. Then I'll do that. And I'll lead around and shoot at I whatever ones would be easier to shoot at.
Okay. That would be. We'll just say it's the one on the left.
Okay.
You have the best angle
so
at. Why don't you roll? And
on the map, would that be the one over here?
The map's more kind of flavor, I guess.
It's not really representational.
No,
okay.
It's just the closest thing I could find to a space room full of scaffolding.
Okay.
So, Bradbury, roll your attack.
So is it instead of undercover, it's difficulty?
No, you don't take difficulty. They would take difficulty from you attacking you.
Steady.
What I moved to lead around. So
okay. Yeah, that's true.
You're just peeking. Assuming. Okay. And first, let's see. Emily, what's your E-defense?
Where is that? Oh, 8.
Make a
Oh no.
systems check. Okay. On the far rim of this, room on the top, peeking over the edge, you see a point source of radio emissions. You turn and fire at Duke. Roll a d6.
Wait, did you say I accidentally fired at Duke?
That's what it seems like. Roll a d6.
I think you don't have that pulse rifle.
Oh,
Nice.
Sorry, Duke.
Okay.
Friendo.
Even with the obscuring concussion flash and chaff of his flash grenade, you fire at Duke and hit him. So roll damage.
That was damage.
God.
I was really excited.
You roll a 1 on what? 46 plus 3?
36.
Oof. Oh,
I
God
Duke,
damn that mascot.
cannon rounds strike your rear quarter. Bradbury, you see the.
wait. I need to. Can I take a brace reaction?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah, I take my brace.
Bradbury, you see the form of a IPSN Lancaster mech rise from the lip of this room and turn away and walk away, out of sight.
Oh shit. Guys, did you see that?
They
What?
didn't, but you can certainly share the
What the
information.
hell was that for?
I'm sorry. It just there was
Just
It's not
such a
getting very fluffy.
douchebag.
Check your fire.
So taking the brace action, what does that equate to now with this new system?
have-
7 damage. It also triggers my reactive weave, so I'm invisible and I immediately move my speed.
Oh,
I don't think I can really move because I'm in 0G, just floating towards the hole. So it doesn't matter.
Mm.
I'm
doesn't that like
invisible.
push you
Well,
straight
what's
into
the-
the hole?
What's the flavor? Push it straight in the hole. What's the flavor of reactive weave? Like, does it say what's giving you? If it's like jets or something, then you
It's
could
like
move.
juiced up servos. So let me read it for
Okay,
you.
then no.
Yes.
Your servos get really strong, but there's nothing for you to push against. But you are invisible.
I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah. I think that stops your next turn. The beginning of your next turn. Is that right?
So I only get a quick action, and any attacks against me have to pass a coin flip before they can attempt an attack roll. But I still have a turn. Not from being invisible, but the react, like taking a brace, like consumes your like a quick action on your next turn.
Okay. 1 second.
so. How did I accidentally hit you? I just like fired.
We don't know. Somebody was messing,
Stupid bitch.
and I have to do a crit check here.
Uh,
Sorry.
Bradbury, a laser streaks out from the side that you don't have cover against and strikes you. It's on the left. And you take 6 damage.
How much damage?
6.
Tom?
6.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Where's damage? The sushi. How am I not seeing this?
Go to Mac, and then you
Yeah.
like tick it down.
Where?
On it's in like the table in the center, columns F3.
Oh,
I'm gonna die in
HP.
this room.
Nope.
It's
Nice.
a bunch of automatons.
Only 100 feet across, and yet it seems so large.
So big.
So I took a structure, and I'm impaired, and I'm still invisible.
Hotwire's up next.
Okay, I'm gonna make a beeline to the nearest. Well, I guess if we're central, I'm gonna go back towards the wall that I most recently. I'm not going towards the wall that the nearest wall to us. Is there one nearest us, or are we like very much in the middle of the room?
The corridor is in the exact center of the room. So there's one wall 50 feet from you and another wall 50 feet from you.
I'm going to go to not the one directly opposite where Duke was, but probably, I don't know, the one just to the left of him around the circuit.
Okay, you're going to the left.
That wall. I'm going to make a beeline for that wall.
Okay. And you get 40 feet towards it.
Yep.
I think that's enough to reach it. And then what do you do?
So I have jump jets, so I can get a little bit of airborne here. If I boost to use them, will I have any ability to fire anything, or even like a quick or a bonus action?
You can take a quick attack if you are a skirmish, since you used your normal movement and now you're going to boost, and then that leaves you a quick action left that you can use to skirmish.
Okay, and that means I can only fire one of my non-heavy weapons.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna boost and try to.
It's super heavy that requires a barrage, so you could fire a heavy weapon.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm going to boost and take off towards the doorway that is, or the hallway that is on that wall.
Okay.
And as I'm approaching it, I'm going to fire into it with the flamethrower.
Fuck yeah.
Are you boosting, as in, do you have a flight system, or are you just jumping with your boost action?
I have a flight system.
Okay.
I have the burst jump jet system. So it's not the tier 3, but it allows me to fly if I boost.
Okay.
But it also says that if I end my turn not on the ground, I take fall damage, but we're in 0G.
You can't take full damage.
You can't fall. It's impossible.
You can't do it.
Just kidding. So I've moved 40 and then 40 sort of vaguely up. So the flamethrower has a cone 5 range. Would I?
Yeah, that'll be plenty. So you float, you push off, float, or actually fire your boosters, and right as you're coming in front of the mouth of this tunnel, you see the laser-armed labor frame framed within, and you fire your flamethrower.
5.
They have really, really bad evasion, so you might be in luck. Ooh, it's 6.
Oh, no.
Come on, that thing has not landed a single hit yet.
There's actually a considerable amount of recoil from a flamethrower, given the amount of liquid it's kicking out if you're not braced against the ground, and you manage to send yourself floating backwards. So your speed is now, you'll move 2 backwards on your next turn. Or sorry, actually, let me check the space rules. Space rules just right. Okay. You are now going to move 1 space backwards, further away from the wall from where you are. Next turn, unless you take a boost to overcome that, you've arrested your motion towards the tunnel, and you're now hanging in the air in front of this tunnel.
Fabulous.
Who's that? Who's that?
Why is that dog trapped in the phone?
I love this barrel. I didn't know this is a rare beer.
No.
I'm gonna have it.
Judy, give me a beer. Can I have a barrel?
Tycho, I'm sipping on some Cape Cod Cranberry Sour Ale.
Cool.
Okay.
The good old days.
You know what I learned recently? It was really upsetting.
What's that?
Apparently, Yinling is apparently we were told that, or we learned that Yinling, which we were certain was a solid. Yeah, we learned that they are MAGA supporters.
They're big MAGA guys. Yeah. It sucks.
Damn, I was really
Great
upset.
Pennsylvania brand, forever ruined.
Yeah, really want to support America's oldest brewery, but they're making it hard. Their beer's not that good anyway.
Middle of the line for sure.
So Brick, do you know what the deal is with the final edit of Lancer? Is that going to be a paid thing or?
I don't think so. They said a couple times in the chat, the Discord, that it's like will always be distributed for free, but that maybe there would be like a published paper copy of the book that you could buy through the Kickstarter. But I'm not really clear on what happens from the Kickstarter. That seems like the most obvious one to me, that you would get a physical book, but they were like, well, we don't know if we'll be able to publish or not. So, but no, the game's definitely free. They said maybe Baronies would be premium content. So they got me over a barrel on that one.
They really got you by the short and curlies there.
They do, for sure. But I haven't seen any more info about it since the author posted on the Discord.
Yeah, I usually miss most of that stuff. I don't really look at the Discord all that much.
I really like it. Like I don't really use Reddit anymore. And I just like my whole like fandom BS thing. I just like have the Discord open in the background at work.
They have an official Kickstarter at this point?
Wait, what was that, Tycho?
They have an official Kickstarter at this point? I don't see anything about that.
No, they like pre-announced that they were going to announce it.
Oh.
Love to metagame.
Love it. Okay. Okay. So, Duke, you are struck by another beam of focused radiation from your front quarter, and it is your turn. You take 6 damage.
Hang on. So the flash grenade lasts until the end of my next turn. So the flash is still there.
Okay, yeah, I took into account difficulty.
And you took into account the fact that I'm invisible?
Oh, shit. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, it misses you totally.
A heat-seeking laser.
Some alternate reality Duke was lased, but you're good.
It's like the swallowtail thing, where it's like,
yeah.
What just happened was actually, I saw it play out on a computer screen. I'm like, oh shit, get out of the way.
Oh, I'm glad that didn't happen to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so because I braced, not because I'm invisible, but because I braced, I only have a quick action this turn.
And you're impaired.
Am I hooked onto the edge of the tunnel at this point? Like I'm like grappled to the wall, kind of.
Yeah. So I think by the rules I made up for 0G combat, you continue to move forward and meet the mouth of the tunnel, and now kind of hanging on to the outside, right adjacent to this militarized loader frame.
I'm going to hit it with my main sword.
Mm-hmm.
My charge blade.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a difficulty to knock it prone. On a hit.
So you can't really. Prone isn't really a condition that applies in space, in 0G. Last time, the reason I told you to go ahead with trying to knock him prone is because you were trying to move past him. Unless you're trying to do that here, it doesn't really make sense.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I won't do that. So I'll just roll with 2 accuracy from Duelist for this.
Hit him.
Oh no!
Oh, nards.
Oh my god!
Anymore?
Yeah, you
For
you
the
come in with like
listeners at
a
home, that is a 4 with 2
flying
accuracy.
flash with your charged blade, but you're off balance from not having anything to brace against, and you just kind of swing your blade in front of him in the space in front of this frame as you're coming in for a landing, and totally whiff it.
Oh my gosh! Total own goal. Immobile.
Made yourself own.
This is like the gun, like a Home Alone trap. Like it's been like rigged up to like, if you open a door, it like dumps a bucket of water on your head or something.
Right.
I somehow did not manage to hit it.
I'm gonna get that kid.
I'm just picturing you like cartwheeling like through the sky, like
Yeah.
Whee!
There's definitely a certain
Yeah,
amount of that. The concept
you
of
know what?
floor and ceiling doesn't really apply in a pitched melee and zero gravity. Often
Emily
find
showed
yourself
me
in an unexpected
meme,
orientation.
like a real life meme that just says you fucked up everything, and I imagine that in the game, her character would have sent me like some kind of rude picture.
Dog?
I'm gonna overcharge
Okay,
to skirmish again.
right on.
That was
Good news
really
is
bad.
that you're in 0G, so your espresso did not spill, even though you did a 360 spin in space.
I'm rolling the heat here.
The Sergeant Arms didn't let him take an espresso.
Oh,
That's
really?
true. That's
That is
true.
true.
But you know what? When I went back to get the liquor out of the storage compartment, the espresso machine was back there. So I made myself a cup. Turns out she was able to fit it in.
Oh, what do you know? Wow, what a sweetheart.
After our respec here, I put it back on.
Nice. That's funny.
Okay, so I take 2 heat, and then I'm gonna roll again.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's a
good.
23.
That's a hit.
So I crit.
What do you do? Is this with
Critical.
your Tetsuba?
Charge blade is 1d3 plus 3.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no need to reroll.
Okay, yeah. You take a frantic backswing with your charged blade when you realize that you whiffed it the first time, and connect, carving through the unarmored but heavily reinforced frame of the loader mech. Okay, I was just looking up the overcharge rules, and it is so it escalates in how much heat it takes before you take a full repair. I wasn't sure which way that works.
Yeah, I used 2 overcharges so far, so. And my sword's AP too. I don't know if that makes it if this guy's armored or not.
It does make a difference.
Okay.
So.
That's it for me. I can't.
Okay.
I'm no
Yeah,
longer
I was
invisible.
taking some notes.
You know what? I'm impaired though. What does impaired mean?
A minus 1d6
on attacks.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just say that eliminated your second accuracy dice, so that still leaves you at 23 and ends up with the same. Oh wait, hold on. It looks like you did roll difficulty, right? Because you came up with a 24. Okay. It doesn't matter. You still hit.
Yeah. Either way, like I would have rolled a 19. I mean, but I still rolled a perfect. That,
Right, so
I didn't need to crit anyway. So
it's 23 minus 1. That's 22. It's still a crit and a hit.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Moving on. Bradbury, did you stay at the mouth of the tunnel, or did you retreat?
Yeah, I'm hiding in there. I wanna stick in there.
Bradbury.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
Actually-
retreat and
Okay.
refill my pulse. Recharge my pulse.
Pulse.
God.
Reload.
Reload. Thank
That's a stabilized
In
system.
that case,
Yeah.
I think
Trying to pulse.
What is it?
Hotwire. You get shot in the back with a laser and take 6 damage.
Love it. I have custom paint job. Does that just eliminate the first structure damage that I take?
I think what happens is you get to roll your structured. Oh, this was I'm talking 1.75. Let me look up what it is in.
It says under
1.8.
custom paint job. I'm not sure what it means anymore though.
Let's see.
It doesn't do. They got rid of that like bonus on a structure check thing.
It just like counts as the first structure check now.
System that can be destroyed by structure damage. Well, that kind of sucks, honestly, because the enemy gets to choose which system they destroy, and obviously they're not going to, like, if they
Choose
can
the paint job.
Yeah, they're not. If they have the option between shoot him in the pulse rifle and shoot him in the paint, they're going to choose the pulse rifle.
I'm gonna choose the paint job. Alex?
Yeah, I'm going to say that allows you to re-roll your first critical damage or
Got it.
structure damage.
Okay. So what structure is a D6 now?
Look, this guy's paint job is just so garish. I have to blow it up
I
with
hate
my fucking homing missile. Yeah, fuck off. All right. Yeah, roll structure and then re-roll it and pick whichever one you want.
D6 though?
Yeah, it's a D6.
Alright. So it's definitely a 3.
It's a 3 either way. Okay. Structure damage. System trauma. Oh, parts of your mech are torn off, potentially limbs.
It's my paint job.
Yeah, choose your paint. Wow, what a funny result to get after my whole diatribe here. Used up systems and a valid target. What systems do you have on your mech, including weapons? Or yeah, what systems, including weapons, do you have?
I have stable structure. I have the burst jet system. I have the personal. I have the explosive vents.
Oh, I know. This especially makes sense since this guy, this shot is being taken from the back. The
Jump jet system.
you take concentrated damage to the fuel tanks on your boost jets. The temperature gauge skyrockets and they explode, leaving you without any fuel for them. So your jump jets are destroyed. This is the second time I've done that to you, if I recall correctly.
I recall the same. You don't like me flying around, apparently. I just want to be free.
Oh, jeez. Wait, do you have a dog?
That's us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cooper. Okay.
We just have a cat here. She's very quiet. Is it whose turn is it now?
Now Bradbury is up.
I thought she just reloaded. It's like before Hotwire.
Yeah, she did. So I was asking what she had done to see if one of the enemies she would have cover against him. So you're reloading. Takes your whole round.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not gonna overcharge or anything.
No, I don't know if I'm able to reload and like retreat a little. Into the
You can
hallway
take
or not.
you can take a movement as well as in addition to full round action.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that then, and I'm just gonna
So Duke, are you still invisible, or does that end on your once you take your turn?
Yeah, it ended at the end of my most recent turn,
Okay.
I'm back no longer.
And your flash grenade is gone too, right?
Yeah, all my grenades are clear.
Okay. You see in your peripheral vision a blast of rock being excavated from the stone to your left.
So somebody's drilling through the wall.
That's kind of a typical. That's how lasers work. They're not just a continuous firing; it's pulsed. So there's a pulse. It blasts a certain amount of material off the surface it's being fired at, and then there's a tiny interval while the particulate matter clears to prevent it from interfering with the firing of the laser. Otherwise, like the material blasted by a laser weapon would gradually make the incoming fire less and less effective because it's sort of being intercepted by the cloud it's creating by hitting its target.
Yeah, those weak modern weapons just throw up a little bit of dust and they don't work. That's why you need a large metal bat to get the job done.
It's an elegant weapon from a less civilized age.
So is it am I up or are you just saying I'm getting shot at?
I'm just informing you that somebody missed shooting.
Okay. All right. I legit thought someone was drilling through the wall for a second.
Only a tiny bit, and not from the direction that you thought.
Right. Tunnelers.
Sandworms.
Cool.
Wire. The enemy that you're currently hanging helpless in space in front of shoots at you.
I say stop it.
That's a hit. You take 6 damage.
Great. Even counting on my evasion 8.
Yeah, he rolled a 13.
It's very high. I don't like that. Is it my turn?
Yep, it's your turn now.
I will fire back with a barrage action. Full system. So, flamethrower first. 6.
I think that's actually a hit. That's a hit.
They take 4 burn plus 1 heat.
Okay.
I also move one movement's worth back.
Okay. Yeah,
then,
you spray your flamethrower, riding it like a rocket. And that's in addition to you immediately move 1 at the beginning of your turn because of your inertia from the previous round. Next round, you'll move 2 backwards, assuming, and that's on in addition to whatever other weapons you fire.
I will also fire the mortar at this individual who I've gotten to know so well. This has the inaccurate tag attached to it.
So you roll an additional d6 on your attack roll.
Does it give me difficulty, or is that something else?
Accuracy. So you add it. You roll d20 plus d6 and add them together to get your total attack roll.
13.
Okay. Yep, that's definitely a hit.
All right, so they take it's blast damage. So they take 1d6.
Okay, roll them.
Yep. Take 3 damage, and it's in a blast 1 radius.
Okay.
And then
is explosive damage like doubled or something in 0G or halved or
it's
something?
actually halved.
In vacuum, the radius of the damage is halved. So
So it doesn't really
it's a
matter.
direct hit, so he takes full damage.
Oh, also,
Wait, did they
the
switch
flamethrower
off?
he takes an
Did they switch
extra
off?
heat damage because we're in space.
That's right.
And then I think what I will also do is because I'm kind of propelling myself a lot rather than focusing on this individual. I'm going to swing everything else I've got. I'm going to fire the thermal rifle behind me, like directly opposite. And the prototype cannon as well.
They changed that though, right?
So the thermal rifle, I think,
Oh, it doesn't do
is
anything.
from the description is an energy weapon, so that doesn't actually produce any recoil.
Excellent. Then it's just going to his face. That's all that's happening then.
But you can, I assume you are well aware of that, so you can choose to shoot it at the guy in front of you if you want.
I did not realize that. But Jessica would
I'm
know.
assuming Hotwire is more familiar with her subsystems than you are.
Yes.
With a barrage, though, barrage only fires 2 in 1/8, right?
Yeah. Oh, what size is the mortar?
Mortar is, I believe, it is a main.
Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to. So you attack with 2 weapons for a barrage.
Can I take a quick action?
Barrage is a full action.
Can I boost?
You mean overcharge?
Can I overcharge? Yes. And I will gladly take the heat.
Yeah, and keep in mind it stakes. Oh shit. Duke, add 1 to that heat you took.
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
already.
thank
Oh,
you.
because we're in space. Space. Okay, so
Yeah,
I will
the
overcharge.
trade-off with the barrage, it's like you used to get an accurate difficulty on barrage. Now you don't get a difficulty, but you can only fire 2 of your weapons, 2 of your mounts.
Heat.
So I will boost and try. If I boost, do I only get to do a skirmish?
Yes.
Okay. Then with that, I'm going to fire the prototype weapon behind me in order to propel me.
Okay. Okay, so that will. If
That you
have,
get for free though, right?
Hmm?
Because you fire a whole mount, so if you fire your flamethrower mount for free, you are firing the aux attached to it. If it's like an integrated weapon,
The prototype weapon does not have a mount.
oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was attached to like one of. Never mind.
It's just it sort of is attached to something. It's sort of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
jerry rigged off to the side of my mech.
I got it.
It's like shoulder mounted or something.
so you could fire that at the enemy on the opposite wall in the tunnel, on the opposite wall.
I'll do that. It's going to be super out of range, though, isn't it? Like 200 feet away.
So the no, because it's range 8, the ranged prototype weapon, and you've moved 2 spaces away this round,
true.
so you're just within range.
Literally right on the edge. Okay, yeah. Then I will fire it at the opposite side. It does kinetic damage, so it will move me.
Yes.
It has overcharged on it though. What does that do? I've never seen that tag before.
You can't roll ones. You re-roll all ones related to that weapon.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems super powerful.
But you take a heat every time you have to re-roll a 1.
Oh. There you go.
You just got an answer
All right,
for
I
everything.
rolled a 4.
Oh.
So it misses, I assume.
In the heat of the moment, cab over to your prototype weapon and frantically traverse it as quickly as you can. You activate the fire command just before its aligned with the tunnel, though, and it just launches its projectile and strikes just to the left of the mouth of the tunnel. It's your prototype weapon is just kind of a cannon, like an artillery
It's
thing.
just a giant kinetic cannon. I assume it kind of fires like kind of like the what was that thing in Fallout 4 or Fallout 3? The it was like a launcher for random stuff.
Oh, junk jet.
Yeah, it's like a junk jet essentially. Mm-hmm.
The rocket thing, but it was like ROCK-IT launcher.
Something like that. Yeah, you could like load teddy bears and stuff into it and fire it at random.
Duke, the enemy you're in melee with is going to attempt to bring its laser weaponry in line with you.
Okay.
It misses, though. You're crowding it up in its space, and the you see the pulse of heat from the lens of the laser activate as it's misaligned, and you take no damage. And it's now your turn.
I will barrage against the thing in front of me.
On.
That's my heavy miss. And that's a 14.
In a 20?
Well, it's 2 accuracy from duelist, so it's bad sub, so it's just 14.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm 1d3 plus 3 for my charge. Nice.
Right. And that's your turn.
6 damage, I think, as
Yeah.
long as 14 hits.
Okay. Okay. Going to suffer another attack. Hotwire. That's cocked. And that's a hit. 6 damage.
X damage it is.
Mm-hmm. Bradbury, you're up.
I
I'm
take
gonna
another
come
structure.
Who's doing worse, Bradbury or Hotwire or Duke?
I'm taking
The
2
Hotwire?
structures just far.
Okay, I'm gonna come back out of the tunnel, and I'm gonna I can move. Okay, I'm gonna barrage, and I'm gonna shoot my pulse at whatever is attacking Hotwire.
Okay, that's the guy to your right.
Can am I able to get a clear shot?
That depends how far into the room you're willing to go.
How far do I have to go?
Like 30 or 3 spaces.
Okay, and that's my quick action, right?
So movement is kind of outside the action structure. You get 1 free movement. And if you want to fire your pulse rifle, you're going to have to take a full barrage, which is a full action.
Okay, then I'll go as far as I can.
Okay, so it's 40.
Without affecting my pulse. Oh no!
Oh, you can throw
So
your
hit.
wrist.
Oh yeah. Hold up. I'm about to wreck. 12 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Weapon is crazy.
Yeah, you move out into the middle of the room, brace yourself, and empty the magazine on your GMS Cyclone, and you can see the slugs tearing into the frame of this civilian class mech and doing serious damage.
Also,
We're in a pulse. How far is this from me? Can I also use my assault rifle with a range of 10? I mean, I guess I have to from Barrage.
You could if you overcharged.
What'd you say?
Could if you overcharged, because you used a barrage that uses up all your attacks. Because you attack.
Well, do I have to shoot all my guns if I barrage?
No. So the new rules are when you barrage, you can attack with 2 weapons or attack with a single super heavy weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay. No, my assault rifle's not that good. I'll just
Okay. So you stay where you are in the center of the room as your magazine goes dry. It's your evasion, Bradbury.
8.
Okay. You are struck by a laser from the wall of the corridor that you just left. You take 6 damage.
Oh boy. I'm gonna.
And make a notice check.
I don't think I have anything for that, right?
It's adjacent.
Oh no!
Thank you. Yeah, you're pretty focused on shooting and being shot, and nothing else jumps out at you. Okay. This guy's gonna take 3 burn.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty badly damaged, and he's going to fire
4
his
burn.
laser at you, Hotwire,
4 burn.
and miss.
There's
Do you have
one
resistance to burn or something?
I'm down to 3 and don't do any heals or anything.
It's 3 burn, right?
No, it's 4.
What do you mean? Did he have resistance?
Because it's 4 burn. I gave him 4 burn.
Oh, 4?
Yeah.
Oh, oops. I thought you said 3. He does not have resistance, so
Also took 2 heat.
yeah, he's definitely ablaze. You can see conduits and hydraulic piping beginning to burst and deform under the intense heat of this blazing naphtha you've poured all over him. And that's all the enemies. Back to Hotwire. And you move 2. So you're now 40 from the 40 feet or 4 spaces from the wall that the guy you were shooting at is on, and nearly in the center of the room.
The firing the prototype weapon, did that slow me at all? In the opposite direction?
Sorry. Yeah, you're 2 spaces from the opposite.
Oh, okay.
And you're hanging motionless in space.
So first, I'm going to fire the prototype weapon that has 8. There's 8. Yeah. I'm going to fire the mortar at the doorway opposite where the guy. So it'll propel me towards the wall I'm closest
to. The wall on the left of the tunnel you entered from, or the
very
corridor
same.
you entered from. Yes. Okay, make
it
an
has a
attack roll.
range 10. That is a 7.
Okay, that's a hit. You clip the shoulder of the loader mech's broad, clumsy frame.
As long as it connects, because it's blast 1/2.
If it's a direct hit, then basically if the blast becomes smaller than 1, it's like a single target attack. Okay.
So 4 damage.
Psycho, though, you're impaired, right, from your structure check.
Correct. I am impaired.
Oh, shit. Then yeah,
-1,
you miss.
so it's still 6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Okay, so it takes 4
The only
blast
way it could have
damage.
been. And that's 4 damage. Okay.
Yep. And then
the mech you just hit is in even worse shape than your primary opponent.
oh, okay. Then I'm going to take the rest of my action and fire my thermal rifle at the guy who is in front of me, so that I don't propel myself anymore, so that I'm like drifting towards where he is. Oof. -4.
Oh.
That's a miss.
Getting whole new numbers out here. That's a miss.
Yeah. But I am no
At the end
longer
of your turn?
impaired. Yep. Actually, you know what?
So-
I will overcharge.
Okay.
That status has not applied yet. I'm still impaired. I will overcharge and fire the thermal rifle at the same guy again. Look at this guy. 12.
Right, that's a hit.
1d3 plus 2. Oh, here we go. 5 energy damage.
Okay, he's quite bad off. The flames seem to have gone out though.
Or heat.
Yeah, and you'd take heat for that, I think. Okay. Duke, your dance partner is going to fire at you. That's another miss. You bash the barrel that's swiveling, trying to seek your frame out of the way. It can't get a shot off. And Duke, you are up. Oh, Duke. Duke is gone.
Hello?
What's up?
Can you guys hear me?
Only Zool.
We couldn't hear you for a while. Duke is up.
Sorry.
The guy shooting at you missed you.
I want to barrage that guy. The guy right in front of me.
Yep.
Heavy
It's a hit.
and the main.
Oh.
That's only a 19.
Okay, so not a critical.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking difficulty on that? Oh, right. I keep forgetting how accuracy works. Never mind.
That's my heavy damage.
Okay. Falling blow. Yeah, you finish
Should be
this thing off. If you whacks with your Tetsubo and you sink your charged blade into the broadest part of its torso, sinking past its improvised armor, and it goes limp.
Nice.
Cool.
Is that your turn, or do you have something else you want to do?
If I propel myself out of the tunnel, no, I'm gonna hang out in here. Yeah, I'm pretty beat up.
Yeah, you can move a little ways in, so you'll have cover, if that's what you're into.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Bradbury, the mech on the wall to the right of where you guys entered the room attempts to return fire as you're barraging him with your pulse rifle, and the impact of your heavy shells knocks it off target, and a burning scar appears in the floor near your mech, but leaves you unharmed. It's your turn.
I am going to. I don't know where the safest place in this room looks like to me, but I'm going to get there.
Okay. There's
And I will
the
ever necessary.
near tunnel and the far tunnel, which is the way that. So there's the tunnel you entered, which is slightly closer. Sorry, the corridor, to stick with the terminology, that you entered, which is slightly closer, and the slightly further corridor that you exited from.
The corridor that we entered from, is that the one? Is that the one that just shot me? Is that where the laser came from?
No, it's from the tunnel to the right, which is where you fired at.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to where we came from.
Okay. So you charge back towards the place where you entered the room and take cover in the tunnel. You look around and it occurs to you Pizza Girlfriend is nowhere to be seen.
I knew it. I knew it. Out of game.
I think that kind of applies in game as well.
Yeah.
Where are we? Okay.
Show up next mission.
Hotwire, are you still? You're still kind of hanging in the air in front of the tunnel. That you're.
I am 10 feet away from the entrance to the tunnel.
Okay.
I
you were
propelled myself
struck
towards
by
it.
you were struck by another laser bolt from behind you, and you take 6 damage.
Damn, they have some serious range.
It's almost like they're set up to cover the whole room.
Absurd. Okay. I am going
And it's your turn.
to fire on the guy in front of me again with the thermal rifle.
Okay.
It's a 6. And I'm rolling a lot of 6s tonight.
It's a hit, though.
All right. That's 5 energy damage. How messed up is this guy looking at this point?
He's. You get the sense he's about 2/3 messed up.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna flamethrower him again. It's a 13 to hit.
Okay. You direct a burning wave of napalm at the frame, and several more pressurized hydraulic subsystems go pop, and this thing isn't moving anymore.
Oh, it's down. Nice. Okay. Cool. Then I'm going to just, I'm going to start moving back again. Can I?
Yeah.
No, not worth it. I'm just gonna. I can't do anything. That's it.
Okay, suit yourself. You could fire your mortar, couldn't you?
No, I already fired twice.
I don't think that would take any heat or require an overcharge, or because you can fire 2 weapons with a barrage, as long as none of them are super heavy.
Right, but I fired the thermal rifle and my flamethrower.
I was just saying, if you're worried about taking heat, you could fire your flamethrower and your mortar.
No, but I already fired the thermal rifle. So doesn't that take on my whole action?
Right. Oh, wait. Did you?
Yeah,
This
I did.
round?
That was the first thing I did. Yeah. Because it wouldn't move me. and so I fired the flamethrower because it didn't kill him.
Great. Oh, hey, you're on camera.
Oh.
Um,
Sorry, my roll 20 crashed.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
must have
I
been
rolled-
confused. If you rolled a 6 with the thermal rifle and then 5 damage,
Yeah.
okay, so that should have killed him. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then
and then you should
Cool.
have another free attack.
oh, okay. In that case, I would have fired the flamethrower behind me so that I could.
It's only range
propel
5,
myself.
right?
Yeah, just sort of wildly in the other direction to propel myself.
All right, so you bring yourself to a stop.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's your turn. Okay, the only guy, the mech in the tunnel directly across from you, Hotwire, it's going to fire at you. And that's a miss.
God.
Now, Duke, your turn.
Bradbury, did you lose track of Pizza Girlfriend?
Yeah, I have no idea where she's at.
Now I'm starting to think that Pocket Teleporter wasn't really a teleporter.
I can actually confirm that it was that was nothing. That was absolutely nothing.
All right. We've been had.
Seems legit.
Used up all my Bombay Sapphire for nothing. And I'm going to vault out of the tunnel towards the remaining drone laser emplacement.
So on your left is in the tunnel is what looks like a badly damaged mech. Directly across from you is one of these laser-equipped loader frames that doesn't seem to have taken any damage at all.
Oh, okay. So there's the one on my left, like I'm looking at this room, so left is back towards Bradbury, right?
Right.
For me. Hotwire's floating in the middle of the room.
I landed.
Oh, okay.
I think you're still floating, aren't you?
No, I made it to the wall now.
You just arrested your movement
just,
with
like,
that last flamethrower burst.
No, I didn't fire the flamethrower. Because it killed him with the thermal rifle, so I fired it behind me to get me at the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you're on the wall.
So Hotwire's on the right wall from my perspective.
Yes.
Bradbury is cowering in a tunnel somewhere on the opposite wall.
Uh-huh. So it's the floor level corridor that you entered through is where she's cowering, to be precise.
Gotcha. All right. And it's 100 feet from me to the far mech.
That's right.
Jeez. Why are we even fighting these guys?
Good question. Why indeed? Got to get those EXPs.
I don't get experience for killing stuff.
It's for the love of the game.
Shoot.
They literally haven't done anything but just like fire in a line the whole time.
I know they're so dumb and it's like gonna kill us.
We're all gonna die in this room. I've taken like 4 hits from these guys and I'm like halfway dead.
What's
solved my tunnel puzzle?
I haven't solved the tunnel puzzle at all.
You've solved my tunnel puzzle.
You figured it out. You just haven't enacted it.
Does anybody see like a large
we just have to get out of here. I
Does
just
anybody
run
see, like,
across
a-
at the beginning.
Oh, well, now one of these guys has the one ring.
I knew it.
Okay.
Oh, that was just
Does
just
anybody
twisting
see like a
time.
large
none of them has
chunk of something?
Robo's ring.
Oh,
But yeah. See, what I was thinking was like there was no way that Pizza Girlfriend and the rest of the squad would make it across, so we'd be better off just fighting these tunnel lasers. But now I'm thinking that was not the right approach.
I thought you had seen through me when you charged across initially, but then you sort of
I really wanted to use the reactive weave, if I'm being honest. I wanted to take a hit
yeah.
and then
When all you've got is a reactive weave, everything looks like a nail. I get it.
all right.
Everything looks like, yeah.
I'm gonna scramble down the wall
Huh?
back towards the exit that I think I'm still on top of, right? Like this is where Pizza Girlfriend was originally telling me to go.
You just, I mean, down is toward the enemy's base and whatnot. You can just walk down or run down the surface of this wall, down to the tunnel you were originally looking for, or corridor,
Yes,
whatchamacallit, goal.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Yeah, you it's
Tell me there's a button in here that turns them off.
it's
My
50
God, if
feet,
that's true, I'm gonna.
50 feet down.
The
So
big
I guess
one-
you
Dumbest
just make it
second
40
robot
feet.
boy in history.
Are you going to
Nobody
boost?
rolled a passive perception high enough. Jesus.
Duke, are you boosting? Because you're 50
Yeah.
feet from the floor.
Yeah, I will boost
yeah.
to get the rest of
Okay,
the way out.
Whatever, you can make it. Roll.
Please just let me boost.
You can roll notice or fix. Assume fix isn't an option for Duke.
No, I'm flawed, so I'm at a disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, don't do that.
Try to charm them.
I mean, I can roll it.
So roll notice, or if you're actually looking for a no more robots button, roll notice or fix.
I'll roll. I mean, I'll roll fix.
Oh, wait, okay. Whatever, you
Nice.
win. There's
You found the red button.
yeah, there's nothing. There's a panel on the wall, but you pretty quickly figure out that that's just controlling the emergency pressure doors on this corridor. There's nothing. There's no kind of transmission equipment here that could possibly be some kind of robot shutdown switch.
All right.
Oh, I think that's your turn.
Yeah, I can't do anything else. I just would encourage everyone to exit the room to this side. You gotta give chase.
Okay. Hotwire, I guess you're up again. Yeah, that's a 14. So you take a further 6 damage.
From what?
Damn it. It's the guy across from me. He's got such a range.
Undamaged dude who's above the corridor you guys entered in.
There's nothing there.
The entire time he's just been sitting there pulling the trigger. That's all he's been doing. God damn.
So
I take
Bradbury,
another
you're up.
I take another structure.
What?
Emily's really upset with me now. Like, you did nothing. There was nothing to do. There's some random controls. They don't control the robots.
I'm impaired again.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
Just run out of the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna run as far as I can towards where Duke is.
Jesus Christ. This guy is pissing me off.
Okay. Yeah, if you boost, you'll be 20 feet short.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you just want to keep shooting at the wall. I mean, you might and try to take one more laser out so you can get a safer.
You have a quick action. The guy to your right on the right-hand wall in the tunnel is pretty badly damaged.
Okay. I'll shoot my I'll shoot my assault rifle on him. My pulse.
Oh, wait, no, but you got your grenade too.
Can I hit it? My grenade's
Your
only...
grenades go 150 feet, yeah, and they go into small holes. That's what they're made to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll throw my roller grenade. I have two.
It's
So I'll
nuts.
throw one of them at Mr. Right Guy.
Grenade with a 15 space range.
The roller grenade.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, they do run the small
Read
holes.
the description. Read the description. What's it
Instead of
say?
throwing these grenades, normally draw a line 15 feet. These grenades bounce over cover and objects of the size 1 and can pass through holes or areas as small as size half. They detonate when they move through or adjacent to any active alley, dealing 2d6 to that target.
So they're like tiny little drones that explode.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect for this situation.
Yeah.
Would have been good to look at that at the start.
I guess you don't even have to be in line of sight. So
Brilliant.
could have just spammed those a couple times. Oh, well.
I've taken
Hindsight is
75% of my structure. Hey.
Okay. Yeah. You target and send these grenades out. There's an explosion from the mouth of the tunnel and no further activity from that tunnel.
God.
Yeah, bitch.
Are you kidding me?
That feller's dead. Hotwire, you're up. You are floating in space.
On the wall.
Yes, you're on the wall.
I'm on
Float.
the wall.
So you
All
can
right.
walk down. It's going to be like 115 units to get to the tunnel where these two guys are. Your allies.
Very expensive.
Squad mates.
The guy across from me, he was the one who was just taken out.
There's a guy to your right who has not taken any damage.
All right, I'm gonna fire at him with the mortar, but can I move briefly, like right into the doorway, so I can brace myself against the wall, so I don't go flying again?
Yes, you can brace yourself.
All right, so I'm gonna fire with the mortar at the guy who hasn't taken any damage yet. He should be in range because it's range 10.
Mm-hmm.
I am, however, as they say, impaired. That's a -2. Does that hit?
No, it doesn't fucking hit.
Shit. They're so evasive.
You forget there's no gravity and activate the program the sight for 100 feet, and it goes flying off into space because you've attempted to compensate for non-existent gravity, and it just flies off into the ether in a completely flat arc, and you curse yourself for a fool.
I am a fool. Since I am standing in the doorway where the other guy who I was just fighting lays slain, would a range 8 device hit that same guy?
This is Pythagoras shit again.
That's close.
Guys,
5 by 5 by.
Can we resolve the? Can we look at the structure check for a sec?
Yep. What's up?
Which structure check?
You don't. So one, you will roll an additional dice for each incurred structure, right?
Right.
Is that right? So how many? Like, I think you're on 3, right?
This is that would have been my second just passed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I don't know that you take the better of permanently, right? I thought the way that, I don't know how Tom is saying it works because there's no real rules for it. Ordinarily, you would take the worst,
right? because otherwise
That's how it normally works, unless you're saying stable structure always is operative. Otherwise, you're in a lot of trouble.
Otherwise, I'm in like serious trouble at this point. I thought that's what Custom Paint Job did.
First one, so yes, you're definitely in
Oh my
serious trouble.
god! All right, so I imploded then for sure.
What?
Well, depending on how many structure you have, the direct hit does different things.
Yes.
Wait, let me put this up.
Wait.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Brick, are you saying he interpreted the results of his last critical check
Possibly
wrong, or structure damage check wrong?
I'm saying the one right now, 1 and a 5 on a 2d6, impaired is taking the 5, right? But
yeah,
you take the 1.
Yeah, you take the 1. Which means
okay. So if you have 2 damage, you have to pass a hull check or be destroyed.
Right. Okay. Let's do a hull check.
Hull check.
We're gonna check a hull.
A hole on the check.
I would like nothing more than to get the 5 on that, but I feel like we have to.
That's
have to play it out.
Okay, that's a failure. Your mech is destroyed.
Bab.
Yep.
Man, I hate this room so much. Well, hello.
You hear a calm, synthesized voice in your headphones, saying safety, saying what? Reactor parameter excursion detected. Scramming reactor now. And the power on your mech goes off, and you're down to emergency power. You're immobile, and I think it takes 4 repair from your allies to repair you.
From my allies, not from me.
Let's see.
Bad news, I have 0 repairs left.
I have 2.
I have 4.
I think you can contribute repair to your own thing. Maybe.
Your mech ticks off its last point of structure. It immediately enters critical state. I haven't ticked off all my structure.
It can come from your own pool, so we can kick in here.
Okay. But that's going
assuming you
to
can get at,
require you to confront the final enemy here.
This is so insane. This room. Oh my god. All right. Well, yep. I'm just gonna sit here.
Okay.
I guess.
It's getting a little late for me. Maybe we pick this back up Sunday.
Sounds good.
Sure.
All right. So you leave it.
I feel like every time you give us something,
in his hunkering in his mission killed mechanized chassis, Bradbury and Duke cowering in the protective confines of the corridor. Pizza Girlfriend and the remaining members of the Albatross away team at large in the confines of this hostile station, and Hangdog Prime still pursuing its mysterious goals unimpeded.
Man, great progress.
All right.
We're doing a great job.
Seems bad for us.
Seems bad.
Join our heroes next time for the exciting conclusion of LANCER.
You can see me walking into missile fire without a mech suit.
Never know. You never know.
Unencumbered, so to say.
Well, I hope you guys had fun, or at least raised your blood pressure.
For sure.
We had a lot of laughs.
Oh man, what did we?
We did. All right.
Yeah. No, that was fun. We will pull it back together for next time. That was a good challenging encounter for us.
It's sort
You
of
know what it
a
is? We're not a.
sort of a Gordian knot type situation.
We are really not adjusting well to the to us not being able to use all our weapons each turn.
Yeah, that was. I think that definitely has nerfed you guys,
Yeah,
especially
quite-
you, dude.
And the 0G
Um,
thing is really messing with us too.
Yeah, it's kind of fuck. I kind of felt like previous combats didn't really exploit that too well, but this was sort of a kind of a discovery zone for the 0G.
Yeah, this is like Ender's Game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of very close
Almost
to that
exactly,
actually.
yeah.
So
I felt like I was like wasting my I thought I was doing something wrong by just crossing through, because like obviously there's this really complicated like 0G ballet that I have to execute here to like disarm the lasers and stuff.
Lasers.
That was not right. That was wrong. And now we're gonna pay for it.
Tune in next week when our heroes try again.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that over the PA comms of the station comes another transmission. It's the voice of Adi and Gore's commander. And it says, it's a fine piece of ordnance you have, Bradbury. Thanks for the loan.
The subordinates I have?
Ordnance means like a, big gun.
Ah.
Then it goes on to say, you three and your pizza delivery friend are going to die here. And the transmission clicks off.
My furry friend? Who's my furry friend?
I think he said delivery.
I thought they were threatening my dog.
My furry friend.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about your dog. I'll try to work it in next session.
He's a very good boy. It's basically Cooper, but like in like
He's on
he can't die because
he's on
that's
standby.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I
All right.
think that's enough for one night.
Yeah, rad. I'm excited. I'm excited to pick it back up.
Our
Man, I'm
heroes
gonna
are
have
in
to get
a
real
tight spot.
creative.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely spend some time strategizing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whew, okay.
Cool. All right,
GG,
we'll see you
guys.
guys Sunday.
Bye,
Yep.
guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.